Welcome back, folks, to another YouTube video. But before I get into it, if you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, what I'm doing now is if you are in the Discord, I mean, you're kind of interested in it, I am doing donation decks. It's only $5 to, recommend me a list, or $10 to give me like something to brew around. So if you're interested in something like that, check out the Discord, check out the donation decks tab, and let's get into the deck. So basically what this deck is Sultai Infect, and the point of it is infecting someone out. So what is infect? You just get 10 infect counters on someone and they die. Essentially, it's, halving someone's life total. So the point of this deck is to get these infect creatures and a bunch of pump spells. So we have mutagenic growth, Vines of the Vastwood, a bunch of stuff that gives your creatures plus X plus X and some effect, like scale up essentially. But really, we're splashing blue and black for 2 cards. Blighted Agent, which is traditionally one of the best infectors because it can't be blocked. And then Phyrexian Crusader, which is a metagame call because red and white are huge on the removal right now. So this card is almost impossible to kill in the metagame. And then as for the sideboard, we have some, miscellaneous other things. Grim Razor, which is a fine card. It pumps and it is a artifact / enchantment hate card, which is pretty sweet. None of these are humans, I believe. Let's see. I guess you can't equip it on, or not equip it, but mutate it onto Blighted Agent, which is somewhat of a nombo, but everything else you can. I'm not sure how it interacts with Inkmoth Nexus. I don't know how that works, but I'd be interested to try it at one point. But we also have Grist, Ashiok for graveyard, and just Grist is a fine card. Surgical, graveyard stuff. Endurance, graveyard stuff, and just a fine flash threat. So I'm pretty interested to see how this deck performs, how, specifically how Phyrexian Crusader goes, and how this deck performs without the card. Is this deck essentially just a Phyrexian Crusader deck? Is that literally all we're trying to do? I'm kind of curious. So yeah, if you guys are excited to get into this, like, comment, subscribe again. And I also do want to thank Sunrise or Peyote Sunrise for, recommending me this list. So, and also all of you guys answering the survey on the YouTubes. So I'll see you all in the first league or first match. Welcome to match number 1, folks. We are on the draw, and I think this hand's kind of respectable. We don't have any pump spells, so hierarchs are very good in this deck. I know we can't cast the Blighted Agent, but the rest of the deck, or the rest of the hand is pretty good other than the Blighted Agent, so I'm pretty interested in this hand. Next turn, so turn 1 we go Overgrown Tomb, Ignoble. Turn 2 we go Ignoble, Glistener, plus Inkmoth Nexus, and I feel like it's a pretty interesting start. Well, we're up against Hammer Time, it looks like. So I think we're going to want to get this Blighted Agent down fast as possible. I'm kind of curious to see how this matchup is. I think post board we get a lot better with the Forces and the Gem Razors, but I am kind of curious to see how this matchup goes. Obviously, I think we just, if we draw a blue source here, we might be in a good shape, but we'll see how it goes. We shall see. Stoneforge Mystic, not too threatening. Although that does go get a hammer, which is pretty good. Or they could go get, like a Cauldron Complete, which I don't think we would care about too much, but again, I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I think best draw here is either a pump spell like Scale Up, or maybe a blue source. I'm not really sure what we're looking for. Okay, so they do get the Cauldron, which is really not that big of a deal, but we'll see. Shadow Spear, not that big of a deal either. The Mem Knight getting in is a big deal. I would love to be able to block, but we don't have that luxury. All right, do we draw a blue source? We do. All right, I think we are supposed to run out our Blighted Agents. Breeding Pool, yes. Blighted Agents, and I think we're running out another Hierarch here. All right, so what are we looking for? A Become Immense would be interesting. How much time do we have is the real question. So they attack for 6 this turn. We attack for 3. We can chump block with our Glistener Elves. I mean, I don't think we don't have a decent amount of time. So it's going to be a close one, though. Depending on, this matchup probably comes down to the play versus draw and how that pans out. So we'll hopefully be okay here. Not actually 100% sure that we're going to be okay, but we'll see. Wow, not attacking with the Mem Knight. That feels good. That feels good. I don't know why they wouldn't attack with the Mem Knight, but another Hierarch. All right, interesting. So definitely play Inkmoth, play a Hierarch here. And I think we're just running out the Listener Elves. We'll swing here. I mean, really, we just need a pump spell here. So what gets us there? We have quite a few things that get us there. Like literally any pump spell, I believe, wins us the game. And this turn, I wonder if there's a line where we can buy ourselves 2 turns. So let's say we let this hit us for 5. I'm not sure if there's a line where we can survive, but we'll see. All right, they're drawing, which makes me feel good. So if we go block, block, attack for, yeah, there might be a line. We'll see. So if we block, block, take 7 or 6, go to 3, next turn we attack for 4, and then we just need to keep 1 ignoble around. I'm not sure how the math is, but I think there is a way. Okay, well, if they're just attacking with that, we can animate here, triple block, take 6, or take 3, go to 6, then we just need to block, block, block. So we have, so let's say we animate here. I'm just animating this for, also, this has first strike shoot. If we block, 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 take 3, next turn we have another blocker. We can block the Mem Knight, block, block, take 6 exactly. Wait, we go block, block, block. We take 3, then we go, we're gonna have this, this, then this. So we'll have 3 blockers. Yeah, no, we're gonna need to draw something anyways. So we might as well as keep our creatures around. Yep, we're gonna have to draw something anyways. There's no, I'm counting up the math just doesn't allow us to have to block, or doesn't, I mean, blocking just doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Pump spell. I don't think we have a line out of this game, but we'll see. Maybe they mess up their attack here. So turn off auto yields, we'll yield to their attacks. So we just need to keep 1 ignoble and our blighted agent around, and we're fine. That's all we need. They have a hammer, we're dead. That doesn't, like, nothing changes here. Okay, well, we were dead regardless. Well, we'll make sure that they do it, but if they equip to the Phyrexian Germ, we're dead. Okay, sweet. Well, close match. I think we played, oh no, there it is. There's our Becomements. Ugh, close game. Definitely has better post board though, so I'm not terribly concerned about this. And what are we fine cutting here? I think the Becomements is a fine trim. Also, kind of interested in trimming the Blossoming Defense. They're not really a removal deck. Vines is fine. Force of Vigor obviously good. Gem Razor obviously cracked. The Pro White's pretty good on Crusader. The Unblockable is pretty good on Blighted. We might want to take out our Glistener Elves. Like, they're not going to ever get through. So I kind of like that, and we can keep it Becomements in. Like, they're gonna have blockers on the ground, so I don't really feel like that's something I want. Talking about something I want, this hand is very good and very fast. We have to go turn 1 ignoble, turn 2 blighted, hold up vines, turn 3. If they don't do anything, we can start with the might and figure out from there. So we'll start, I guess we can just go get our breeding pool now. I don't think there's any real reason to though. They're also red white, so they don't have discard spells, so that's something I'm not concerned about. So let's go turn 1 ignoble. There's always a chance they sideboard removal and that's red, but again, I think we're pretty fine with this line. Okay, that's fine. Dat 1 is fine. Again, so this is exactly why we took out the Glistener Elves. I don't really feel like they're gonna do anything. Mutagenic, that's a good draw. And we'll go breeding pool. We'll tap like this, play our blighted. We'll hold up vines this turn. I don't really want our blighted agent dying, so there's always a chance they have like prismatic ending or path. So yeah, we're gonna go for it next turn. We're gonna go for lethal. I assume we have it, right? Yeah, so we can go blighted agent, or we can go, if so, it depends on how we want to play this next turn, but I think, oh, let me not F6. I should not ever F6 against this deck. They're not attacking, weird. Our opponent just does not respect the fact that, you know, they can attack, really. So if we draw a land, I'm pretty sure we're gonna win regardless. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we can't mutate on the blighted agent. I was just curious about that. All right, well, let's just go with ignoble here. And I think we just attack for 3 here. I don't think we're in any rush. Like, they're not killing us next turn. Don't think we really need to worry about anything. And then next turn we have them pretty much dead. I'd be pretty hard pressed to see us losing from here. They have a path. All right, so he combines it. Kicker is just +3/+3. So yeah, let's just, do we want to, I guess we want to pay. We might as well. All right, opponent don't have another one, I guess. That's our hope. Okay, Stoneforge, don't care. I mean, we're gonna go for it next turn. We don't have any defense anyway. If they kill our Blighted Agent, we're effed regardless. So, yep, we're gonna go for lethal. We're gonna go for it. I'm assuming they would have pathed now. There's no real reason to wait on their side. Yep, all right, game's over. Game is over. All right, let's go main phase. Might, no, we will not pay. Highly doubt they have a Solitude in their deck, but if they do, sure, you've got us. Might into Might. I mean, they were dead already to the first Might, but we might as well as go overkill. Don't listen to me. That was bad. That was bad. That was not good. All right. So do we want Blossoming Defense? Maybe. They did show us that they have path. We have nobles and ignobles. I think ramping in this match is going to be super relevant. So what do we not want? I like the mutagenics. Maybe we can trim on a ramp spell and trim on one blossoming, just kind of have like, you know, a little bit of everything. I wonder if anyone's ever made that joke. Might as well. All right, so hand is awkward. Hand is awkward. They're on, so if they go to 6, I might keep. Okay, so they go to 6. Protection from white. How highly do we want pro white? And can we do better? So if we go to turn 2 Crusader, we really only need to find one pump spell here to have it be turn like 3 kill. They're on a mold of 5, or turn 3 kill. So like a scale up would win us the game. Actually, no, scale up doesn't win us the game. But, well, I guess I'm wrong, right? We're on a turn 4 kill here with a pro-white blocker, which is pretty good. And we know it can't die to path or anything in their deck because they are on red-white hammer. I think this is a fine keep. I think after, you know, discussing all the lines, I think it's a very respectable keep. I'm not sure. Again, I think an expert might have a different opinion. I'm not an expert. Okay, Force of Vigor was a great draw. I probably should have led on Pendlehaven because it doesn't really matter. We're fetching a dual land anyway next turn for our Phyrexian Crusader. Might as well lead on, you know, our Pendlehaven. At least it has some utility here. We'll see what they're doing here. Okay, Pure Steel is fine. Pure Steel is scary, but Crusader is a good blocker against it, so Might. All right, we got our Might, which is a good one. And we also have a pitch spell for the Force of Vigor, so I feel good about this. If we draw a pump spell, they are dead. They are dead to a pump spell because we have 6 + 2 + 1. Also, an ignoble would be lethal, or a hierarch of some sort. Hierarch would be lethal if they don't have a removal spell. So I guess they have a blocker now. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic. Well, never mind, they don't. Never mind, they don't. So, okay, they're tapping out. Do we have them dead? Honestly, we don't even need to go for it because we have this force. So what we get to do here is we get to hold up Force of Vigor and just like be able to hard cast it next turn if we don't have the kill this turn. So I'm feeling pretty great. Another Force of Vigor. Well, that makes me feel good. So we have a hard cast force and we have a pitch force. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think this game should be over. And I think we're taking down Hammer Time. I think we are taking them down. All right, let's see if they can come up with a way to power through this. I mean, if we're beating, again, all you really want to be doing with your like decks is be able to beat Hammer Time because I think it's by far the most popular deck in the format. So the fact that we can do that, I feel like is pretty impressive. So they're gonna go to attacks. We are going to go to Force of Vigor, the Sigarda's Aid, and Ignoble. I guess, yeah, there's no real reason to do it now. So turn off auto yields, make sure I don't click through here. All right, before they draw, let's do this now. Let's go cast, kill, kill. Doesn't matter if they put it on one of these creatures, so I guess I should have let them go to equip first, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? They can't equip anyways. They get to draw a card regardless. And then we have Might plus Mutagenic for way more than lethal here. Honestly, all we need to use is our Might anyways. I'm just Might Attack. That's 7. Do you have a way to kill our Crusader? Nope. All right. GG's opponent. They say GG. Close game. Close game. Ooh, sort of Fire Nice. I guess that wouldn't have mattered, right? Guess that would not have mattered. But GG's. Yeah. Good first match. Good first showing. So I'll see you all in match number 2. Welcome back, folks, to match number 2. And we are on the draw. We're looking at an interesting hand. I think this hand's bad. Although Inkmoth is good. We are up against a Luris deck, so it's kind of up in the air, but I think this is a mulligan. All right. I do think this hand's better, but I'm gonna keep it. Definitely a tough one to keep, but put back the forest, keep our pump spells. Hopefully it's gonna be good enough. Oh, fingers crossed. We're up against red Rift Bolt. Okay. That's spooky. That is spooky. I think we need a fetch shock here. Maybe I should go get Breeding Pool, but I think I kind of want Ignoble to be on the field here. I'm not 100% sure about that, but not 100%. I kind of want to be able, really what I meant to say is I really want to be able to cast our Phyrexian Crusader. Maybe that's a mistake though. Maybe, just maybe. Goblin Guide. That's annoying. That is annoying. All right, we got an Inkmoth. That's good. No blocks. Next turn, we honestly might just block and go for the Blossoming Defense on it. Let's see. Lava Spike us. Ooh. Well, that's exactly what we wanted. Speak of the devil. Cross our fingers. We can win next turn, more than likely, right? We go... we don't really have the best green mana set up here. Another guide. All right, a fetch land probably kills them. Eidolon, all right. I mean, they can attack. It's kind of like getting in 2 points. I feel like attacking's right, yeah. Get a fetch land, which I think should be lethal. Okay, so if we go get basic forest here, we go Blossoming Defense. I mean, we have to kill them this turn, right? So Blossoming Defense plus this is lethal because of Ignoble. Does Vines do it? Well, I guess we get to go Blossoming Defense, Vines, and Become Immense because we have high enough life total. So I think this should be enough. Okay, yes, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we beat Burn. That was a close one. That was definitely a close one. But the Fetch Shock paid off on turn 1. Paid off. That was the card we were looking for, and we found it off the top, so... Thank God. Thank God for that Goblin Guide. Thank God. Oof. All right. Post board, what do we want? So Force, obviously, I don't think is very good. Gem Razor, I don't think it's going to cut it. I think we just want to run back the list. I guess Endurance could be reasonable. Endurance could be somewhat reasonable, but for what? Nothing? Yeah, let's just run it back. I think this is just a perfectly fine matchup. Burn versus Infect. I think traditionally this favors Burn, but the fact that we have Crusader, I think it favors us. Really, that card won us the game there. Fantastic Magic card. I'm like in love with it. Has to be a banger. See if our opponent has a good one. I mean, our hand's pretty good. It does lose to a Burn spell though. Pretty poorly, but I mean, I think we got to keep these. We also we're kind of painless here, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we'll just go turn 1 Ignoble here. Turn 1 Swift Spear. It's always a spooky one. That is always a spooky one. All right, let's see. Come on, deck. Give us something good. What's off the top? A 4, or a Wooded Foothills. All right, well, all right, Iggy, or not Iggy, Noble, regular Noble. Maybe I should have let on Glistener, but I don't really want that to get Searing Blazed. But if this gets Searing Blaze, I think it's okay. Okay, Goblin Guide is fine. GG, what we call it. All right, bolting the Glistener. Phyrexian Crusader. All right, well, let's go with Glistener. Play our Wooded Foothills and cross our fingers. I mean, we can go fetch for a... let me see if we have a swamp in the list. I don't believe I do. I will check. No swamps. So we get to go get a Tomb here. It's gonna be risky for them to attack here. All right, well, I think we fetched because I don't want to draw a land here. Okay, they're gonna kill, is fine. Lightning Helix, sure. Really all we're looking for is to resolve this Phyrexian Crusader and hope that it gets there. So we're gonna be at 10, we're gonna be at 7 with 2 cards. We're gonna be at 6 essentially. It's gonna be a tough one to win. Definitely gonna be a tough one. Blossoming Defense. Damn this not being an Urborg, am I right? Am I right or am I right? All right, so I guess that's lethal if they don't kill us this turn. So yeah, let's... Not having a swamp is kind of boning us here, but we're gonna have to just hope that the Crusader is good enough. We have them dead next turn, so let's see. Let's see. Come on, Whiffskis. Just have Searing Blazes. They probably don't have Searing Blazes in hand. I'd assume not. No Instep spell is good. I have a feeling they have a bunch of 2-mana spells in their hand, just the way this game is played out. Rift Bolt suspended. I think that's us winning this game, folks. 2-0 burn. I guess they could have Deflecting Palm. We're not beating a Deflecting Palm, so we're going for it. I mean, if you got a Deflecting Palm, you got a Deflecting Palm. Oh, I'm so dumb. This isn't lethal, is it? I thought this gave it +6. Oh, I'm so dumb. No. No, we're dead. All right, well, let's see if we can get a Deflecting Palm out of their hands. All right, no, we don't. All right, we're dead. All right, I was just trying to dig for information. Totally. I did not realize that that card doesn't work the way I thought it did. Totally didn't not do that. Yikes. All right, so anticlimactic. Ugh, I'm sorry. Ugh, that's so bad. I feel bad about that. I was so hyped. I thought we had it in the bag. Never mind. I am just a dope. I'm a dope. All right. Tighten up. All right. I'm going to keep it. It's kind of risky. It's kind of predicated on the fact that Ignoble is going to live. We do have a Mutagenic Growth to defend it, so I don't really want to use the Mutagenic Growth to defend it, but we might have to. We might just have to. You know what? F it. Let's play this Yavimaya. It's definitely better to play the Yavimaya just because it makes our Inkmoth better, so... Like, I would not play it just because I want to, like, not have our opponent not, like... Because if you haven't played against this card online, it's kind of annoying to play against, so... It's kind of the reason I didn't want to play it, but that's fine. If they have a turn 1 Goblin Guide, are we eating it? Let's see. What's our top card? I think we'd eat it with Mutagenic. Well, never mind. Yeah, let's just... Now that we have double Mutagenic, I don't really want to protect it. I want to protect our Ignoble, or yeah, our Blighted Agent, apologies. So can we go for lethal next turn? We have the requisite mana to go for it, because we have Mutagenic, Become Immense, and that is lethal, so what are we drawing? A Vines of the Basswoods. All right, well, that's a good place to lead off on. That is a great place to start our turn on. Skewer. All right, we're gonna protect it. Do we have lethal here? Do we go 1, 2, Vines it? No, we don't have lethal. I guess we should kick Vines here, right? Guess so. Gets in for 6. Are we supposed to play out this Vines? This is kind of tough. Okay, so let me think about this more. That makes a top decked land lethal, because then we can activate Inkmoth, and yeah, I think we go for it. It makes Inkmoth Nexus lethal. Which is all I really care about. Okay, they have a land, which is not great. Not great for us. Give us a land Goblin Guide. Ayo, Pendlehaven. That's a great one. Talk about a good land. That is a good one. So that does make our Inkmoth Nexus lethal. Hopefully they just go for like Searing Blaze on the Blighted Agent, and then they are dead. All right, they're dead. Why we played it the way we did. Yeehaw, Inkmoth. I guess we didn't even need to do it. I'm just so bad at counting. It's okay. Blossoming Defense. That's lethal. All right. I am obviously not an expert on Infect because I totally counted that wrong, but we are 2-0, so let's see if we can continue the streak. I'll see you all in the third match. All right, folks, we're here for match number 3. Yes, gotta make sure, gotta look over. I feel like I get confused every time. Wish our opponent good luck, and this hand looks pretty good. We're up against a Kahira deck, so I think Crusader is gonna be quite good here. Ooh, okay. So I guess we are up against Belcher, which I suppose is a fine matchup. Maybe. Not actually 100% on that one. Well, We'll see. Maybe I should have gotten a basic here to play around Blood Moon. That's probably fairly reasonable. Okay, Manamorphose, making me feel much better about this situation. I should have 100% fetched a basic here. 1 billion trillion %. So if we get punished for it, I'm gonna fetch a basic next turn if I can, but all right, they didn't kill us. Let's go fetch basic here. Forest. Let's go with, so this is 6-8. So if we go, is there a way to do this where we kill them next turn? Oh, I should have played Pendlehaven, right? Pendlehaven would have done the trick. This is 6, 7, 9. No, we can still Pendlehaven next turn with a Blossoming Defense up. Yes, okay. I am being dumb. Being dumb. Okay. I thought I missed the line. I definitely should have played Pendlehaven on turn 1, or should have fetched a basic on turn 1, turn 2, get Pendlehaven out, play it off of the forest. So I definitely played this game pretty poorly. I think this is like the difference between mastering something and just like kind of playing it. Like I 110% played this match horribly, and yeah, so like the little tricks there that I just kind of missed are definitely coming back, and it might cost us. We'll see. Maybe they just tap out here though and it's game over. Hopefully they just go ritual. Don't have Ironcrack feet. No feet please. Just the card. Although they still could have Pact Negation, I assume. That's something that they could have. Come on, cross our fingers. Cross our fingers, please. I guess we wouldn't have Pendlehaven this turn. We want to keep our Blossoming Defense up. I guess that's a fair point. So I guess the play so far has not been too bad. Well, this kind of sucks. Blossoming Defense. All right, it's not that bad. Now we can play the Crusader next turn, or we can play Blighted Agent. I mean, Crusader's just better. Crusader just has to be better. Yeah, so based on like how this game has gone, I played this game horribly. 100% played this game bad. In white, Manamorphose. All right, please have nothing, my friend. My singing's amazing. All state choir here, no biggie. Not really. I mean, I was, but now that's not currently a good singer. So if you guys are impressed, or if you all are impressed, but all right, we won them. We won it. Sweet. We won. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, Surgical Extraction. I think this is a matchup for it. I feel like Force of Vigor is also fine. I'm not sure how much of this stuff you want, though. Bad here. I mean, I feel like Blossoming Defense is bad. I definitely want Surgical. Actually, do I? Like, okay, so honestly, maybe we don't want this stuff. Like, maybe I'm fine with just 2 forces, just as like a backup plan, but like, I mean, is this, I don't know, like it's weird because Surgical is good if you destroy, but is it worth, like if you destroy the Belcher and then Surgical it, but that's like, I don't know. I think if we're destroying it anyways, we're buying ourselves enough time. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just have 2 forces or 3 forces here. They're also probably bringing in some number of Furies, etc. So this hand is fine. It's a turn 2 Crusader, or turn 1 Glistener if you want. Could be a turn, I don't know, depending if I draw a land, I might go turn 1 Glistener Elf here. It's actually kind of interesting. We get pretty got by Fury, so let's hope that they're not on the Fury variant. But if I draw a land, I think, okay, not drawing a land makes me want to go Ignoble. Like, hard to say if that's right or not, but all right. Opponents, don't Fury my butt. Please, opponents, please. All right, they don't have red. Fantastic. All right, let's just flood the board. We will die.
You heard that song?
Nah, I've never heard that song.
Oh, shit. Making a video, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, don't Fury me. Are we getting Furied? We have them dead next turn, so play Belcher, say go. Bike Field Hazard. All right, recross the paths. Folks, we're dead, I think. I think we're dead. So we can go Phyrexian Crusader. We could also attack them for a decent chunk. What's this? I mean, honestly, are we just attacking them? No, that just can't be right. I don't know, attacking them for 10 is kind of appealing. They're probably just gonna go get a Fury is my guess, so I kind of want to play out the Crusader though. Like, that would be my intuition says they're getting a Fury. They actually don't have enough red mana to kill, I don't think. I guess they could draw it. No, I guess they go Pact into Infernal Plunge into, I think we want a land on top. We'll say it's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're dead here, but we'll see. We shall see. It's not a wheel effect. Oh, it is. Okay, so they probably have Infernal Plunge. Let's turn off auto yields. We have a Vines and a Mutagenic. We have them dead next turn? Yeah. All right. I think we're dead. It's hard cast Belcher, Sego. Yep. All right. Yeah, we gave them too much time. I don't think there's really much we could do about it, but let's see what their deck is. See if there's anything that we need to realize. So they have a Nature's Claim. They do have Pact in their deck. Just one? 1, 2? No, wait, this is revealed twice. Their hand might just be multiple packs here, but we only see one Pact negation, so that's interesting. On the draw, I think we're gonna trim these forces for just the stuff back in though. I think I would rather, I guess Surgical's not bad against Recross. Surgical should 100% be in here. No creature, easy mole. Have a creature. We have them dead on turn 3, so let's keep it. We'll go get our breeding pool, put back, I guess, the Phyrexian Crusader. It's just gonna be way too hard to cast here. If they have a Spikefield Hazard, we lose. I mean, we're kind of just playing to that. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. If they have it, right? You can't play around stuff every time. And if we draw a land, we're fine, because then we can Vines the Blighted agent. If they don't, so that's something to think about. Hopefully we draw a land here, and they don't kill our Ignoble. Okay, play Valakut Stone, whatever. All right, well, that was actually not a bad draw. Don't have a Fury, please and thank you. Cover my eyes, cover them. Huh. Don't do it, don't do it. Do it. To say Manamorphose, sure. Don't do it, red-green. Please leave our creatures alone. They didn't do anything to you, I promise. Land would be so good next turn. And win through, okay, double Manamorphose. Just play a Belcher and say go. You can beat that. Please, opponent, just give us mercy. For whatever reason, we deserve it. I promise. I'm so afraid. I think we're losing this game. I'm just like convinced they're thinking too much. Damn you, opponent. Damn you. Give us a land, please, deck. Please give us a land. Does that count? I guess. Shit. I'm gonna hold up Vines here. For whatever it's worth. Don't you dare recross the path. Alright. It's good. Fingers crossed. Crusader, go! Alright, here we are. You kill us. We have 7 cards in hand. Holy shit. Definitely have lethal here. We have Scale Up plus Might plus Vines. Honestly, all we need is Vines plus Might anyways, but we might as well go like that. A land would be nice, because then we beat a Pact negation, a single Pact negation. Can't beat double Pact. If they go, let's say like they go Ritual, Char Belcher, we can beat a single counterspell with Vine, or with, you know, what our board looks like. But let's just, okay, Spikefield Hazard, sure, don't care about that. Red white, Ritual. Okay, so now we just need them to not have it. Sometimes all I think about it. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, let's go. What? No! Wait, that doesn't matter. What? I'm stupid. It's pro red. The Pact of Titan almost got us. I was like, no, we lost. No, we're fine. We beat them. The pro red coming in clutch. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, they're over here considering what's going on. Oh my god, I was so confused. Oh, I thought we lost for a second. Pact of Titan doesn't do anything. Thank God it's a red giant. Giant is red. They conceded. All right, I'll see you all at match number 4. It's out of order. All right, folks. We're back here for match number 5. I know. I forgot to hit the record button, and we lost the match. I've decided that I don't really want to do the post. I hate doing that, the post-analysis thing. I feel like it's very awkward. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a cohesive, like, actual thing that's entertaining or even, like, worth watching. So I decided to skip match number 4. I'm sorry I forgot to hit the record button again. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna literally write myself a note over here to always hit the record button. So, but anyways, we're back here for match number 5. We did lose against Murktide. It was a close game, and it did go to 3. The reason we lost both post-sideboard games was our mana base was just very awkward, which is something I've noticed so far. So let's see if that comes up. We are on the play here, so we will see how this match goes. Hopefully we don't lose another one. As I speak about our mana base being awkward, we have another awkward, like this is like kind of what happened. Like, are we supposed to keep these hands? I have no clue. I don't think so. Crusader is very good. Let me see what we're up against. We're up against a Lurrus deck. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll keep it. I think this being a Lurrus deck, you know, I think this is a fine keep. If this was like anything else, I think I might mulligan. But Crusader has pretty high stock against Lurrus decks. So like any Lurrus deck is playing red or white. It's either Hammer or, you know, some like Grixis or something like that, etc. So I think either way we want Phyrexian Crusader. And we'll go obviously with an Overgrown Tomb here. Hopefully we draw another fetch land here. If not, we still have an Inkmoth Nexus, which is a fine threat. But we will see. If we're up against, you know, like Hammer Time, which is like probably one of the most popular decks right now, this is going to be a good hand. Speak of the devil. Awkward mana coming in clutch. So something I've definitely realized is like this is very hard. It's very hard to play this deck mana wise, although everything else is like pretty cohesive and good. We're up against Mill. All right, well, Mill's gonna be good for us, I think. Listener, Pendlehaven, Wooded Foothills. Well, no, we fetched the Wooded Foothills. All right, so this turn, well, honestly, this is great. It makes our Become Immense freaking massive. Vines? All right, they're dead. They're literally dead. We get to Become Immense and Mites, and they're dead. All right, well, that feels good. So actually, oh, we're missing a mana here. Never mind. Find a land and we win. That's really what I should say. This is something I've noticed too. I keep miscounting here. Like, I think they're dead, but I'm not used to the activation cost of things. But let's go attacking, and let's go Become Immense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, hiya. And now they are dead next turn. If we draw, obviously best draw would be, well, Blossoming Defense. Oh, they just don't have anything. All right, so they're dead. Cool, here we are, taking down Mill game 1. So post board, we do have some good ones, as we said. Obviously, the endurances will come in. Anything else we want? I actually don't think so. We could just like submit this and say go. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. This is reasonable. I think adding just 4 cards is okay. Like everything else we want. Obviously, the Become Immense was huge there. Huge. Again, I feel super bad about that though. Like I have completely forgot to hit that record button a lot recently. So hopefully this will be the last time. I'm gonna like, I don't know, have like a post-it note like on the freaking corner of my screen from now on, making sure I hit that record button. Cause I don't know. I don't know if it's just you all, but I really dislike those like after the fact recordings. I'll keep it. It's slow, but we have Blighted Agent, which now that this should have been a mulligan. Now that I realize what our hand looks like, this hand is not very good. So this is why it is hard for me to play this deck. Like you look at that hand and you're like, okay, it's fine, right? Everything looks good. The problem here is, if they surgical or Blighted Agent, okay, they surgical Endurance, which is fine. They surgical Blighted Agent were effed, but like just look at like the mana base, super duper awkward. Super duper awkward. They have another surgical, we could be doomed. I wonder if we're supposed to bring in a surgical against them just to surgical our own endurances in response. Get it out of the graveyard, but keep it in our deck. Could be something to think about. All right, well, we're playing that. I know we just drew it, but if we draw another one, we want to play Phyrexian Crusader. Actually, we probably don't want to play Phyrexian Crusader. That might just be a mistake. Yeah, we'll just Pendlehaven it up. Make it a two-turn clock, or they're dead in 2 turns. We have Vines plus Mutagenic here. That's 7, 8, and then dead on the crackback. So yeah, no, they're dead next turn. Not next turn, but the turn after, I should say. So if we don't get milled out before then, we are fine and dandy. Let's see what we draw. Vines? Oh, all right, let's go for it. Next turn. So if they mill us out here, we obviously lose. If they don't, we obviously win. It's as easy as that. It's one of two options that are happening here. These have nothing. All right, they don't have anything. Have we milled a Become Immense? We have actually not, which is really good for Tasha's. So, Field of Ruin, shit. Field of Ruin's annoying. Pendlehaven gone. Do we have a land to go get? No. Are they still dead this turn? That's 6. No, we're 1 off. Mutagenic would do it. So if we vines, I guess we have the vines here. Oops, cannot tap correctly. 5, 7, yeah, we're 1 off. All right, well, folks, that was a close one. I think we're gonna be dead here. I'd assume so, but maybe their hand's just all lands and not a fetch land. All right, it's a fetch land. All right, we are dead. We are dead. Maybe I should have gone for vines last turn, but I didn't expect the field, although I should have probably thought about that. I think I'm bringing the surgicals in just because of the line I said. If we have endurance in the bin, they go for the surgical extraction. We can surgical it and then remove their surgical from the stack. We only lose 1 endurance compared to the whole deck, so I will bring it in. It's definitely gonna be slightly awkward, but unlike this hand is crackety cracked. So good. So good. All right, we're gonna fetch turn 1 here. Go get our breeding pool. You wanna always fetch fast against mill because they either have the archive trap. It's not like you can play around it later on, like slowly get through your fetch lands. It's like you either fetch or you don't now. There's no in between. All right, well, this is a good turn. We have our creatures. Next turn we have Blight It and then 2 protection spells from it. All right, yeah, that's great. Great. Let's tap with these. Play Blighted. There you go. All right, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot here. We have 2 Infectors. Now, Field of Ruin's kind of annoying, but damn, Become Immense was on top, I think. It wasn't like actually on top, but it was up there. Oh, I could have Blossoming okay, subtle things. I should have Blossoming Defense there. And I think we Blossoming Defense this. I should have 100% Blossoming Defense that. So, oopsies, mistake on my end. It's the subtle things that matter. Scale up, all right, you're dead. Yeah, we love Magic the Gathering. Yeehaw. Well, play bad, win anyways. Yep, all right, so we went 4-1, and I know you all didn't get to see the, you all didn't get to see the the 4th game, and I do apologize for that yet again. I'm really sorry, but what did we notice about the deck? So, deck was good. I think the mana base needs to get fixed. I don't know how the hell you're gonna fix it, but it is god awful. Like the deck, it felt like it literally only lost to its mana base, and I don't know how to fix that. That is one thing I'm really bad at. I'm not great at fixing mana bases because I don't know how that works. But the fact that we have 1 blue source for our Blighted Agents feels weird. The fact that we don't have I don't know. I think you either have to commit to this Blighted Agent or just get rid of it. Like play the Flyer Infect. It has that like can't be blocked text. Like maybe just go green black. I'm not sure what the blue is like. Is Blighted Agent that much better than the Flyer? I'm not sure. Become Immense actually came in pretty clutch quite often. I think 2 is a good placement for it. Sideboard. These Ashiok and Grist cards, I don't know what I would do to change these, but I don't think we want them. I don't know where you would change that up. I'm not sure when you ever want Ashiok, and I'm not sure when you ever want Grist. Like, I think I would rather that just be like a Gem Razor in like maybe Thought Seizes or more Blossoming Defenses or like Spell Pierces, Fluster Storms, stuff like that. Maybe Chalice of the Void for Cascade matchups. Like, I'm not really sure what this should be, or maybe Force Negation is not very good. You have literally 4 blue cards. So yeah, I don't know what you'd want in that slot, but these 2 cards felt like the odd men out. And other than that, the main deck looked pretty good other than the mana base. So I think to fix that, you just go green black. You play the Flying Infector. I don't know the name of it, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. It's the 1 colorless, 1 black, and then you just fix this deck. I think that's literally all you have to do, and it would be very good. Like the only game I lost, which I know you guys didn't get to see, but it was to the blue-red Murktide deck, and it was literally because I couldn't cast my Blighted Agent or my Phyrexian Crusaders. And I do apologize that you guys didn't see it, because I think that would have been really good to like kind of illustrate how this deck loses. So anyways, I will see you all in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, bye.